Hello, my name is Senator Donzella James, and I'm your state senator from the 35th Senate of Georgia. I would like to tell you about a piece of legislation that was passed earlier this week, much to my disappointment. And let me tell you a little something first. First of all, I am a true proponent of good education and solid education for our children in the state of Georgia. Our children are truly our most precious resources, and education prepares them for the future. It's my responsibility as a state senator to make sure that I look out for my number one priority, which is the education of our children. So House Resolution 1162, also known as the Charter School Constitutional Amendment, passed the Senate largely on party lines. Because it passed both the House and the Senate, this amendment will be voted on by the citizens of this great state in November of 2012. Yes, get ready. You see, voters will be asked this question: shall the Constitution of Georgia be amended to allow state or local approval of public charter schools upon the request of local communities? Let me state that again, because if you're like me, you might be confused when you see this on the ballot and wonder, what are they asking you to do? Again, shall the Constitution of Georgia be amended to allow state or local approval of public charter schools upon the request of local communities? I would like to discuss the grave effects that this amendment will have if it receives passage this fall. First, these schools will be chartered at the state level, which means that local taxpayers would have no choice in the state decision, but would be left with the consequences. These schools will be established without the advice or the approval of local school boards, and local school boards will be entirely left out of the decision-making process with respect to individual charters. Now let's look at that for a minute. First of all, school board members are duly elected by the citizens in their communities to look out for education of their children in their area. Just like I'm duly elected to be a state senator and provide laws for my district and then, of course, the whole state of Georgia. So it's their responsibility and duty, yet because they don't approve a county or a city charter, now they can go over their heads and go to the charter schools. That's taken away the local control, in my opinion. So additionally, this amendment will allow the state to take state funds from local districts to support the state's own schools. This will force our local school districts to either levy higher taxes or to provide fewer programs and resources to its students. In the long term, this amendment will continue to erode the relationship between the state and local school boards, instead of building a collaborative process to move public education forward. The state will be able to supersede the local control and keep the local boards shut out of the process. No, I urge you to vote no against this amendment when it's on your ballot in November. This is a travesty to Georgia because public schools are suffering. They are suffering due to lack of funding, and now public money and taxes will go to charter schools. In a perfect world, we could have both regular public schools and charter schools. I want any creative way that we can reach our children to educate them. So I would be for that. But as it is now in these troubled times and in this bad economy that we continue to see ourselves in, we have to be prudent, we have to be smart, but now we're going to take public money away from public schools. So all of you who have children in charter schools, I applaud you. But please know that if the local control gives it to you, bravo. But if the state has to go and get another level of government just to approve some schools that the locals thought was not in their best interest, then I say no. So I'm Senator Donzella James, and I'm always here for you. Let me know what you think about it. Call me, write me, email me, and thank you for putting your trust in me. God bless.